All right. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. We're usually live on Tuesday, but everyone's been in this nationwide snowstorm. It's been crazy. We have a lot of people who've been without power, or we were asked to conserve energy. So I thought it might be best to just reschedule, go live on Thursday night when things, all the hard stuff had kind of passed our area, and I wouldn't feel bad about going live using my computer and stuff. So I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is warm and has power. So thank you for being here tonight. We are going to be talking about 3 mindset strategies that you can use for weight loss. And when it comes to weight loss, so many people focus on diets and workouts, right? That's like the first thing you think about is dieting and working out, right? And most people think it's just fitness, when really, it really comes down to nutrition, but you also want to make sure you're thinking about the mindset, right? So it really comes down to your mindset. So how can you completely make a healthy lifestyle change without having a healthy mindset shift? It's a big question I ask a lot of the ladies that I work with, because in our programs, we always tackle mindset first. It's the most important piece when it comes to really having long-term weight loss. When you are switching up your entire diet, you're making new healthy habits. And you can't expect healthy lifestyle, healthy habits to stick or make an overall healthy lifestyle change without really determining and tackling those destructive habits that created this weight gain, that made you overweight, that made you tired, that made you fatigued, that made you stressed and anxious and maybe just lacking confidence in yourself to actually hit the mark to get the goals that you want to achieve. So in today's free training, I'm going to share with you 3 mindset strategies, 3 that you can take into action immediately in your weight loss journey. Okay, so I'm really excited to share these with you tonight. So if you're watching live, go ahead, say hello in the comments. And then if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay in the comments so I can see who's checking it out later, because I really want to know who is watching. And then if you're watching live on YouTube, we're actually streaming for the first time on YouTube tonight. If that's you, go ahead and subscribe, because we've got lots of comments, or not lots of comments, lots of content coming your way on this channel that's going to help with weight loss, resetting metabolism, and of course, conquering destructive habits. So make sure to subscribe, and ladies in the Facebook group, make sure you're engaging, make sure you're commenting. I want to know how you're doing through this. If you've got questions through this, make sure to share those in the comments below. And then if you're excited to be here, give me some thumbs up, give me some little hearts, and make sure to say hello so I can make sure to engage with you all. Also, make sure to stay to the end, because I have an awesome freebie that I'm going to be giving out to everyone who views this, whether you're viewing it live or the replay. So you got to let me know you're here, because I got an awesome freebie that goes along with tonight's content that we can send right to your inbox or right to your DMs. So make sure to stay to the end so you know exactly what to do in order to get the freebie that goes along with tonight's free training. All right. So again, if you're here, make sure to say hello in the comments so I can say hi back. And replay later, make sure to do hashtag replay in the comments so we can check in to see who is watching later. All right, we're going to dive in. So make sure no distractions. Get your pen, get your paper. These are really important tips. You're going to write down, you're going to want to write down, and you're going to want to take these notes so you know exactly what you can do to help in your weight loss journey to get the results that you want. All right, so let's get into it. I'm really excited to dive into these with you. All right, number 1, practice mindful eating. So what do I mean by this? Let me ask you a question. How many of you eat while at your desk, while driving, while watching TV? Maybe you have your phone in front of you while you're eating, you're just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or YouTube while you're eating. How many of you do that? Let me know in the comments. This is what we call mindless eating. So when you're doing this, when you're watching TV, for example, while you're having your dinner, you are practicing in mindless eating. And mindless eating leads to overeating, which then leads to weight gain. And it also can leave you feeling unsatisfied, which then causes you to snack later, causing again overeating and weight gain. When we are mindlessly eating, we're not paying attention to our bodily cues. So when we get full, we may not notice until we're overly stuffed because we weren't focused on our meal. We were focused on the distraction in front of us. So practicing mindful eating is how you want to combat mindless eating. So I've listed out some things here for you. Go ahead, jot these down or screenshot the screen right now because I've got them up for you. So one of the things you can do is make sure you eat your meals like in the kitchen or in the dining room, or if you're at work, take your lunch in at the break room, or if you're going to a restaurant, don't run through the drive-thru or get takeout and eat in your car. Go inside and sit down at the table, okay? Sit down and enjoy your meal, okay? Make sure you turn off all the devices, no phones, no tablets, no laptops, no TV, turn it all off. And then this is really important. Make sure to chew your food slowly. And there's two reasons for this. First one is when you chew up your food, you're actually going to get more of the nutrients from the food. Now, when you chew it up, you're up like really well. Don't like chew it fast and swallow. You want to make sure you chew it slowly. When you do that, you're actually going to be able to digest it easier, which is going to be more healthier for your gut. So that's really important. Take your time with your meal. Like I said, you want to be able to know when you feel satisfied, not necessarily overly stuffed and tired or hungry and feeling restricted. A meal should make you feel happy and it should make you feel content. And if it's not making you feel those things, you're either under eating or you're overeating. So pay attention to what your body is telling you. And it's hard to do that if you're mindless eating by watching TV or driving the car. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. It's a little dangerous, but you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, so let's move on to number 2. The second tip that I have for you isn't really about nutrition. It's going to be more about fitness. So make physical fitness or your physical activity fun and enjoyable. So what do you think I mean by this? Let me ask you a question. How many times have you joined a gym or a fitness class, or maybe like an online program or like a 6-week challenge type thing, but you ended up hating the workouts? Like you dreaded even going to class or getting online to do the workout because you hated it. It was like a miserable. It just wasn't your cup of tea. And then you found yourself throughout the day kind of dreading it. And then by the time it was time to go, you would find an excuse not to go. Have you ever done that before? I know I've done that. Like I've totally done that. Like I joined this like boot camp style and it was just like way too much for me in the beginning. Now it's like my favorite type of stuff. But before I was like, I can't do this. I can't keep up with these people. This is so embarrassing, right? I dreaded it. But you want to make sure you find something you actually enjoy. So let's use this example. This is a question I always ask my ladies when they join the program, because we like to make anyone in our online program their fitness enjoyable. They might not like the workouts that I teach. They may prefer something else. And the reason we have this conversation is because think about your favorite show, right? Like everyone loves Bridgerton right now, right? You don't have to get motivated to watch that sexy eye candy on Netflix, right? We just love watching him or whatever your show is. You don't have to get motivated to watch it. You don't have to go, okay, let me just like get like pumped up to sit down on the couch and watch a show that I love watching. You don't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that for your physical fitness either. Your physical fitness, your workouts, whatever you want to call them, they should be enjoyable to you. You should actually enjoy doing them, because if you don't, you'll dread them and you'll end up making excuses and not doing it. And we know physical fitness isn't really the key to weight loss. It's helpful. It is a helpful tool. We know it's more mindset, it's more nutrition, but it's very healthy for you. It helps with creating body composition. It creates heart health, and it creates Good lung capacity, it just makes you overall healthier. And in our programs, we want to be healthy to lose weight, not lose weight to get healthy. Okay? So fitness is a very important part that you don't want to leave out. And you want to make sure that it's something you enjoy and something fun. So make sure you look forward to it. Make sure you enjoy it. But also make sure it challenges you. You don't want it to be too easy that you kind of just don't get a good workout out of it. You want it to be something fun. So if you love to hike, make it hikey. If you love spin, go do spin. If you love boot camps, you love lifting weights, do it. But make it something that you really enjoy doing. All right, so now we're going to dive into number 3. And number 3 is probably one of the most important things I'm going to share with you ever. So listen closely. Get ready to write it down. And you can really use this strategy in anything. I'm going to tie it to nutrition, but I want you to know that this is really, really important. And a lot of women don't like to do this because they don't like to be honest with themselves. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it tonight, and we're going to share this tip with you. Okay, so number 3, ask yourself, why are you eating? Okay, ask yourself, why are you eating? In our society, food is based off emotions. Okay, it's like tied to emotions. It's tied to celebrating. It's tied to holidays. It's even tied to mourning and sadness, meaning it's not really tied to hunger. It's not really what we think of when it comes to fueling our bodies. It's more of an emotional thing. We eat when we're happy. We eat when we're sad. We eat when we're depressed, when we're frustrated, when we're stressed, when we're excited. It's always food, right? Emotional eating leads to being overweight. It leads to weight gain. It leads to not being able to lose weight. So the next time you find yourself mindlessly opening the fridge, opening the cabinet. Have you ever done that? Have you ever just like opened up the cabinet, open it up, and you're just like, what do I want to eat? This is when you need to say, why am I eating? Do I even feel hungry right now? Is it even time to eat right now? Are you feeling triggered to emotionally eat? Ask yourself those questions. When you're driving home from work and it's been a really bad day and you're passing through or passing by a fast food restaurant, ask yourself those questions. Do you even feel hungry? Is it time to eat? Are you feeling triggered to emotionally eat? Sometimes we don't want to ask ourselves that question. We don't want to say, yes, I'm being triggered. Sometimes we don't want to do that. It's like we have this shame that we're dealing with emotions. We're humans. We're going to have emotions, but our emotions shouldn't be tied to food. Food is fuel. It's what keeps our bodies moving, keeps our bodies alive and thriving. Emotional eating will lead to overeating, cause weight gain, and inhibit weight loss. Emotion or eating for emotion and not hunger is one of the main reasons women struggle with staying on a nutrition plan, with staying to the program, with staying consistent. It comes down to emotional eating because something will happen. I hear it all the time. Something will happen. Oh, it's just a really hard day. I'm just really stressed right now. And they'll use it as an excuse. But is it really just an excuse? Or are they being triggered because it's just something they've always done? It's a trigger. They emotionally eat. It's a big thing in our society for women. Men too, but you see it more for women. We're a little bit more emotional. That's just the way we're made. Okay, but how do we do this? How do we beat that? How do we overcome emotional eating? So we're actually eating to fuel our bodies. Well, we have to deal with the trigger. When we're triggered, we have to deal with it. Okay, we can't just deal with it by eating because the eating's only going to satisfy us for a moment. We're not really dealing with the issue. Okay, you're treating the symptom, not the problem. And in our programs, we treat the problem. We don't treat the symptom. We treat the problem. So we don't have the symptom anymore. Okay, so how do we overcome this? Well, I wrote out a couple of things. Screenshot this. This is important. Okay, write these down, take a screenshot. So a couple of things you can do to overcome. You can journal. I am a huge advocate for journaling because it's almost like therapy. So if you can't get to a therapist, journaling is like the next best thing. I have mine right here. Okay, I journal all the time. I journal everything, my emotions, my thoughts, my dreams, my visions, how well I'm doing on my meal plan, how well I'm doing with my workouts, everything, because it just lets me get it all out like I'm talking to my therapist, and it just gets it all out of my head. Okay, when you're starting to feel emotional, just start writing down what's going on, right? Even if you have to like write out how bad your day was, just get it out. Like let the feelings out, okay? Go for a walk. Just 10 minutes outside with some fresh air can just change your perspective so much. It kind of gives you a boost of endorphins. You get that good fresh air going into the lungs. It feels great. Even if it's cold outside, just put on your coat, put on a hat, get outside. Okay, call a friend. Just talk it out with a friend that you know who loves and supports you. Put on your favorite song. This is what I do. I love music, and I will put on any Queen song there is and dance my butt off in my kitchen to not eat the bag of Doritos. Like, you just have to do what works for you, okay? And these are just some really good things that work for me and have worked for some of the ladies that I work with. Distract yourself with a new hobby. Like, find something that you really enjoy doing so that you can distract the mind. It's all mindset. You have to just break that habit, okay? And the last thing I have on here is create a game plan. These things before are game plans. You can come up with something that works for you, but have a game plan in mind, because here's the truth. Stuff's going to happen. Life is going to knock down your front door when you think you have it all together. Life comes knocking, right? And they don't even knock half the time. They just bust in and things explode. But that's not an excuse. So have a plan for when it happens for you to stay the course. Okay, have a game plan set to prevent you from emotional eating, especially if you know that you do it. Then you need to have a game plan set. And that's how you start beating it. That's how you start overcoming it. You may fail a few times. It's okay. It's okay. We're not perfect, but we just keep moving forward. And you know what I tell my ladies when they make mistakes, I don't even like saying mistakes or failures, because they're learning moments. When they say, oh my gosh, I totally messed up. I'm like, okay, what'd you learn from that? And they go, what? I'm like, what'd you learn from that? And then they're like, oh, well, I guess I need to plan better. Is a good one I hear a lot. Or I guess I could have got up earlier, and so I had more time. You know, they think through it, and then they have their answer. I don't even give them the answer. I just go, okay, what'd you learn? You made a mistake. What'd you learn? And then they know what to do next time, right? We tell our kids that all the time. You're learning. Creating a new healthy lifestyle is learning, because your whole life has been designed to emotionally eat, to not eat carbs. Guys, carbs are the bomb, and you should eat them because they fuel your body, right? I just said the bomb. My mom says that. Oh my God. She's probably watching this going, my baby girl said the bomb. Oh, God, I love her. But it's like you have to learn from the moments when you fail. You have to just go, okay, what can I do better? Because then you know what to do next time. Okay. So, all right. Well, ladies, these are my 3 tips. 3 tips or 3 strategies. I wouldn't even call these tips. These are 3 strategies mindset strategies that you can use to start taking action in your weight loss journey. If you've already got a program going, add these in, because this is really going to help you be successful. But I have something for all of you that are on right now, and all of you who are watching the replay later, even on YouTube, you can still get this as well. So I'm going to be giving you a checklist that has 15 mindset strategies that you can put in place right now in your weight loss journey. So not 3, 15 mindset strategies for massive weight loss results. All right, ladies, if you want this, if you need this in your life, 15 in the comments right now, just 15. Put it in the comments. me or someone from my team, we will send this to you in your inbox. We want nothing from you in return. This is to help you guys out. We'll send it straight to your email or right in the DMs in Facebook. We'll have a link coming to the YouTube video if you're watching this later. If you're watching live, go ahead, comment 15. We'll get it out to you. We are going to put it in the YouTube description. We'll have it even attached to this video later for Facebook. But if you want it right now, we're going to send it to you. And you can have it 15 mindset strategies for weight loss results. Okay, so if you liked the 3 that I shared, and I shared the most important 3 with you tonight because I really wanted to walk them through with you all, but I've got 12 others on this checklist that are going to help you be successful with your weight loss. And this is what I want. This is my passion. I want to see women succeed. And so I put together this list. And these are some things that we've maybe even talked about before in past lives, but I put it all together on a list for you guys. So if you want this, 15 in the comments below. Me or someone from my team will reach out to you. We'll send this over in the DMs or on email. However we need to get it to you, we will get it to you. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to check out the link. We'll get the link in there for you, or just comment 15. We'll get it to you, okay? All right. Now, I always like to open up for Q&A. I know a lot aren't on right now, but let's open it up. Does anyone have questions on the strategies I talked about? We talked about mindless eating, switching over to practicing mindful eating. We talked about making our fitness enjoyable. We talked about why you're eating, asking yourself, why are you eating? Emotional eating. That's a big thing. Does anyone have questions on that, or something they'd like to share? Even if this is something you experienced and you're like, hey, I'm already working on that. Share it. Women love to know that they're not alone, which is why we have this group, which is why my coaching program is a group coaching program, because women together are stronger together. And we empower each other, we motivate each other. So if anyone's got any questions, pop them in the comments, share your stories. I'd be happy to share them on here. I won't say who you are if you are sharing. And again, if you want the mindset strategies checklist, remember there's 15 on the checklist. So comment 15 in the comments below and we'll get it over to you via DM or email. Awesome. I hope everyone is staying warm, and I hope everyone has power and heat. This has been the craziest thing ever. I have never experienced this before. This is so crazy. It's like flashback to almost a year ago when we had to close down our gym for COVID. Thankfully, it was not very long. We got to go back in. But I've been off for almost a week. It's insane because we just can't really get in. Everyone's stuck in their house because of snow and ice. And we've been conserving energy and not turning the lights on and all that stuff, trying to take care of everyone. So I hope everyone's at home, safe, warm, healthy. And looks like no one has any questions. So I'm going to hop off. But ladies, we will be getting that checklist over to you either tonight or in the morning. And if you have questions on it, please feel free to message me. You know, I'm always available. You can always pop questions in the group. And if you have questions on this later, if you're watching later, feel free to pop them in. We will get the notifications. So ladies, have a great evening. Have a great weekend. The sunshine is coming, so enjoy it. And I will see you guys next week on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Bye, everyone. Have a great night.